Back again, truth seekers. All right. If you are an African American, one of my dusky cousins, a colored folk, however you want to identify yourself, bro, I wonder how you feel about this latest little bit from, I forget where I picked it up. But a Fox News host is having his ass kicked on social media because he declared that the Orange Bastard's golden sneakers debut is winning him voters because, are you ready? Quote, black people love sneakers. End quote. I doubt if that's any more true than white people love sneakers, or Martian people love sneakers, or just once again, the institutionalized racism in this country, where somebody whose brain is obviously not completely clear can go on even though it's a shithole cable network, Fox, but can go on a national network and say shit like this and get away with it in the moment. Of course, he gets eviscerated next day or later that day through social media. But it's a show on the Fox sewer that I guess is on the weekends. And a contributor to that show, a guy named Raymond Arroyo, and I would think by his surname that he would probably have more sense than to say something like that. But he was on there this weekend, apparently this past weekend, discussing that $400 limited edition shoes that the Orange Antichrist was promoting at the Sneaker Con in Philly. And this Arroyo character said, well, he just knows that black people think that these ridiculous looking sneakers are cool. What about the white people? Yeah, who buys the merch shit that Trump puts out there? Black folk? I beg to differ with you. Not that I keep track of that stuff, but I cannot imagine any person of color who would buy anything that Trump puts out there. I mean, what kind of shit is that? But this idiot asshole, Raymond Arroyo, on the Fox sewer is, well, you know, he has his sources, I guess, and he's very convinced that the whole thing is connecting. Here's what he said. This is connecting with black America because they love sneakers. And this is also what he said. Now, listen to this shit. Quote, this is a big deal, certainly in the inner city. So when you have Trump roll out his sneaker line, they're like, wait a minute, this is cool. They are like, that would be the Negroes, right, Mr. Arroyo? I mean, you would know, wouldn't you? They're like, wait a minute, this is cool. And he goes on and he says, he's reaching them on a level that defies and is above politics. Because, you know, they're just Negroes. They like to have a pair of sneakers that they can fondle and hold up and look at and show to their children. What the fuck? Anyway, this jerk off, this Arroyo, goes on to say, well, you know, the culture always trumps politics, and Trump understands culture like no politician I've ever seen. Yeah! Anybody, this guy added this Arroyo, anybody willing to put $400 down for a pair of sneakers? Yeah, I think that's commitment and love. It's something, it's affection. And in the inner city, ... End quote. Now, as you can guess, his comments were immediately hit on social media. Ron Filipkowski on X, I'm sure you've read his stuff. I do all the time. Ron said, quote, one of the most racist segments I've ever seen, referencing the Fox sewer. A person from the BMBE network, Black Men Empowered Network, posted, quote, I thought this was fake until I heard it, end quote. Now, the orange bastard, I mean, you know, I've said before, and you don't need me to tell you, but he's the most vile piece of human waste ever, especially if you want to consider people who have held the position of president of this country or any kind of position. I mean, Trump is just so rotten. And he launched these gold sneakers. Have you seen these goddamn things? I wouldn't wear shoes like that to a goat fuck. I mean, are you kidding me? And you know who's going to be buying this shit? It's going to be these white people out in, I don't know, Kansas or Wisconsin or Ohio or here in Georgia. They're going to, white people are going to look at that and say, by God, look at that. Man, I want me a pair of that. I'm going to support my Lord and Savior Donald Trump. I'm going to buy me a pair of those beautiful sneakers. It got the American flag on it and the T on it. Ow, I want that. But according to Raymond Arroyo, black folk think they're cool. And this is connecting with Black America because they love sneakers. Jesus, bleeding Christ. Now, Trump announced this new line of bullshit. It's like Trump University or Trump wine or Trump steaks or Trump deodorant or Trump nooses or Trump. But he launched the gold sneakers the day after he was ordered to pay almost $500 million in penalties, including the interest, in regards to the charges from New York Attorney General Letitia James that he lied for years about his wealth and blah, 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 blah. Now, the shoes, they're called Never Surrender High Tops. Never Surrender High Tops. Okay? And they are gold high tops, American flag on the back. They're described on the Trump website as, quote, a true collector's item with only 1,000 pairs made. And reportedly now all 1,000 pairs have sold out. Well, there goes a cool $500,000 into the Trump scum's pocket, right? Now, some of these sneakers are now being listed on eBay, according to what I have here, for thousands of dollars. One man paid $9,000 for an autographed pair. $9,000 for an autographed pair of sneakers. The description on the website says, bold, gold, and tough, just like President Trump. They're for the go-getters who don't know the word quit. Oh, you son of a bitch. Ow! Bold, gold, and this can't be happening, right? Let's have a coffee break. Come on. This can't be happening. I'm stuck in somebody's nightmare, right? Gentle listener, yeah, I'm talking to you. Are you asleep right now and you're having this nightmare and I'm in it? God damn, wake up. Please, let me out of this shit. I'm telling you. Wait a minute. I just pinched myself and nothing happened. Okay. Yeah, this is real. This is real. Hi, Truth Seekers. Mike Malloy here. You know, the Progressive Voices Network brings you commercial-free commentary from today's leading progressive radio hosts and pundits, like me, Mike Malloy, 24 hours a day. I'm not your typical old guy from the 80s or the 90s talk radio host, and Progressive Voices is not your typical talk radio network. It's a listener-supported nonprofit with no corporate control whatsoever over our broadcast. So hosts like me, Mike Malloy, are free to rant and scream and carry on about whatever we like. We're often controversial, but we're never boring. Weeknights, 9 p.m. in the East, 6 p.m. in the West on the Progressive Voices Network. Always progressive, always on. I'm Mike Malloy. Keep it lit.